This is the second video in the series of how to buy an induction range. The first video talked about whether you should buy one. Induction's faster and a better simmer and easier to vent, but it might not be right for the way you cook. So check out that video as well. Now let's get started with the best features, including reliability to consider, as well as features that should not be part of your decision. Before we pick a range, let's narrow down your options. 36-inch ranges are becoming more popular as some people prefer induction over professional gas. However, 30 inches is by far the most popular size. What's the difference between a 30 and 36-inch? Well, you have a larger oven, but also different burner configurations as well. For example, Wolf has 4 burners on their 36 that you can combine into one massive burner. Freestanding ranges have controls in the back with finished sides, so you can place them anywhere. They tend to be the least expensive. Front control ranges have the controls in the front with finished sides, so you can place them anywhere as well. Sliding ranges also have controls on the front with unfinished sides, making them perfect to fit between cabinets. However, you can't place them anywhere because of the unfinished sides. Slide-ins fit over the countertop to eliminate the seams on either side, making cleaning much easier. Between slide-in and front control ranges, front controls are better for replacing an existing range, whereas slide-ins are better for new construction because it's much easier to clean. All the induction burners will be powerful, but some are better than others. LG has the most powerful single burner at 4,000 watts, while Miele is the most powerful overall with two 3,850 watt burners. However, you have at least one more powerful burner on most ranges. Our induction buyer's guide lists the wattages of every brand. You have mostly 4 burners. A few will have 5 burners, but that fifth is really only warming at 100 watts. Bridge burner is another feature to consider, connecting 2 burners, allowing you to fit an oversized platter to heat evenly. A few have multiple rings to accommodate larger pots as well. Some people are suspicious of electronic or touch controls. It's understandable to a point. Electronics are costly repairs, but they don't usually break. For example, when was the last time your microwave broke? They're one of the most reliable appliances and they're just electronics. Knobs have more parts behind them and break more as a percentage. In terms of performance, the electronics are going to be more precise than the 1 to 10 marked controls. Half the manufacturers have Wi-Fi functionality, so you can operate your stove from an app on your phone. The 2 best are GE with their Smart HQ app and LG's ThinQ app. GE may be a bit better because they're always adding modes wirelessly, like their famed turkey mode released before Thanksgiving. However, both have tie-ins to different gourmet apps like Init or Side Chef, so you can follow them step by step. Both now have cameras inside the stove to see the food cooking on your phone. Service is being tested by both manufacturers as well. The range will eventually diagnose itself and send for repair before the issues arise. Most ovens found in induction ranges offer better and newer features as well. Capacity runs the gamut from 3.5 cubic feet to 7.1 cubic. Fisher Paykel Hill is the smallest at 3.5 cubic. That powerful Miele is on the smaller side at 4.59 cubic. Bertazzoni's 4.6, with Viking at 4.7. KitchenAid and Jenny are 7.1 cubic. Cafe 6.7. LG's 6.3 cubic and Beko at 5.7 will be your largest options. You see the feature for convection for true, European, and pure. They all mean the same thing. The heating elements behind the fan, with the heat blown across to maintain a more even temperature. Electric, most are blown from the back, unlike gas. However, you have several different convection types to choose from. Blower convection, Wolf has their newer Verticross blower style convection. Blowers have more heat than fans, so you have a faster, more even distribution. Beko has their Surf convection, a larger fan with slats in the side, moves the air through the sides as well as the front for more balanced heat. 2 fans must be better. If 1 fan is good, you'll see twin convection on Miele and a few other brands. Now, most have it, but some like Bertazzoni and other Italian-inspired ranges like Ilve and Hallman do not. Self-cleaning is a high-heat, 900-degree, 3-hour cycle. Steam is a 20 to 30 minute cycle to clean after you cook at a lower temperature to loosen the stains for you to wipe down, but you cannot clean the baked-on stains the next day. Steam self-cleaning is a better option if you remember to use it. You don't have the pressure in the oven like a regular 900-degree self-cleaning cycle. Miele offers up to 3 bursts of steam. Steam is essential for baking bread. Miele makes it easy with their MasterChef controls. You have 17 recipes on this range. All you have to do is touch a button. Speaking of which, let's just dive briefly into guided cooking controls. Most have some guided cooking like convection conversion. It will convert your recipe into a convection recipe with the touch of a button. Other brands like GE, LG, and Samsung are compatible with other cooking apps. However, the 2 best are Miele and Wolf. You select the type of food, weight, doneness. The range will calculate time, temperature, and even the best rack position. You also have pre-programmed recipes on the range. The MasterChef will calculate time and temperature like Wolf, but not the rack position. And those are the only company, as we said, offering Steam Assist for cooking. They do have 100 different pre-programmed recipes. You can now buy 2 ovens in many 30-inch brands. Cafe offers 2 independent ovens with the small one on top. Samsung has their Flex Duo, which can be 2 ovens or 1 larger with the Smart Divider. However, you can't cook in both ovens at many temperatures simultaneously. In JennAir and KitchenAid induction ranges, you have a larger oven with a smaller baking drawer in these models. LG and Bosch will have a warming drawer to keep food warm up to 3 hours. It's a good feature to consider with staggered meal times. We still haven't been able to air fry in any manufacturer. Air fry is high-speed, hot air movement, so you don't use oil. It's healthier. Our local B Goods chain has made a killing selling healthy French fries to people like me for years. Yet the B Good air fryer has a small capacity, probably about 1.5 to 2 cubic feet, while your stove will average about 5 cubic. So the air movement is not as concentrated. Most ranges now have air fry, but I wouldn't upgrade your current range because you want air fry, at least not yet. Sous vide is precision boiling in a bag, interesting, but you need vacuum sealed bags for a 2-hour cycle. Then you'll need to finish off on your stovetop for texture. Induction is about the same as appliances at 9.6% versus 9.5%. However, the problems are mostly electrical, not from the unit. Induction ranges, unlike electric, certainly not like gas, max out the amperage in the circuit. This leaves them vulnerable to surges and voltage spikes. 2 of the top problems are units tripping breakers and no power to the cooktop. Make sure before you buy an induction range, make sure you have adequate power. So that's all about features. To recap, check the top for output and burner configuration. Look for bridge elements and larger burners depending on how you cook. In the oven, you have various convection options and guided cooking to consider as well. Lastly, look at reliability. Fixing an induction range is not easy, so make sure there's adequate support in your area. In part 3, we'll look at the best ranges to consider. Click the link to download a free induction buying guide. We all know someone who's been talked into buying the wrong cooking appliance. Don't let that happen to you. Over 1 million people have found the right answers in a Yale guide. Thanks for watching.